Drop the beat.
What's up everybody, Ed Talker here, and today is a super exciting video. I have a day off of work and I really wanted to make a video, and behind me, what you guys see, this beast of a glowy glow right here, is my brand new computer that I am going to be streaming and making gameplay videos in. This is going to be like my specs video. My room is technically not done yet. This is just part of the desk. This is my monitor. I want to try to get a dual monitor setup going on. But I just basically want to get into the specs of this beast right here and the parts that I use, just in case some of you guys want to build a computer in the future. I'm not a computer savvy person. I'm a pretty big noob when it came to making my computer. It took about a month of research. I looked up what parts were good, you know, what parts were good, what parts I should get, things that I can afford. You know, I was trying to be cost efficient, but I also wanted to make it powerful enough to last me a couple of years, and I'm still going to add some parts into it, but let's just dive right into it, and we'll start off with the motherboard. Okay guys, so the motherboard I was using is the Z370 AORUS Gaming 7 motherboard. It has RGB fusion in it, and it supports the 8th generation of Intel processors. I guess I should have started off with the processor. I have an i7 Coffee Lake, which is an 8th generation processor. This is also an RGB motherboard. I'll do some close-up shots of it after I finish recording this video. But this is the motherboard. I don't have the prices of everything right now. I'll probably just leave a link in the description to where I bought it. I bought everything on Newegg. They shipped it pretty quickly. I got everything within 2 to 5 days. The last thing that came in was the processor, which was like the most important part. But other than that, yeah, this took about 2 or 3 days to build, and I'm super happy with the result. Anyway, moving on to the, moving on to the actual case itself. I know I started with the motherboard, but if you guys want to know what case this is the Corsair, I believe it's the 460X. I was torn between this one and another one, I think it was called the Infinity case. Don't remember exactly what the name of it was. This is the Corsair 460 case. It has 3 fans on the front. I believe the names of the fans are the SP120 RGBs. I currently have it set to blue right now, but if you go to the top of it, you can make it do different things like pulse. I believe it can do other things like change colors. Let's see if I can do that right now. This one's flickering. This one should be, I believe, color shift or color pulse. I don't remember the names of these modes. Very ill-prepared making this video. I usually don't write a script or anything. I kind of just hit record and say, let's see what could possibly go wrong. But yeah, as you guys can see, the case is changing colors. The inside of the case is currently like teal Miku bluish. I set it like that on purpose. You could see my keyboard and mouse pad is all the same color. It was just kind of like matching the Miku theme. You could also see the wallpaper I got back there. Just wanted to have it nice and blue. You can technically change it to whatever color you want. Even in the interior, when I get some close shots up there, everything in there can also change colors. But yeah, let's move on to the graphics card. The graphics card I put into my computer is a GeForce GTX 1060 by AORUS. I got another AORUS product because I got the AORUS motherboard, so I said, you know what, why not? Let's get the AORUS graphics card to go along with it. I think my screen just decided to go out dim on me. This is the XTREME Gaming Edition, 6 gigs. It also has RGB in it. I think every single part in my computer has RGB except for the processor, because that wouldn't make sense if they made an RGB processor. Also, the power supply is not RGB, but I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter when that whole thing is lighting up. I guess on the topic of power supplies, I got a Corsair 650M. I don't know too much. It's 650 watts of power. My computer, I think, only takes up about 375 watts of power, so this is definitely more than enough. I definitely stuck with a strict Corsair or AORUS build. I didn't want to mismatch too many parts. But yeah, that's the power supply, and we'll move on to something much cooler. So I added more fans into the computer. Besides the 3 that are in the front, you can also see some back there. I have 2 on the top and 1 on the back. The 2 on the top and the 1 on the back are exhaust fans, so the air comes in through here and shoots out of the top and at the back. I added more just because, you know, you can never have too much RGB in your build. I thought it looked sick, so why not add more fans? Oh yeah, and the names of the fans, I think I mentioned it earlier. These are SP120 RGBs. I believe I bought 3 of them for 30 bucks, 20 bucks. I forgot the price, but like I said, I'll put everything in the description. Definitely worth the price, and they definitely look sick at nighttime. To continue, more RGB. The RAM I got was the Corsair Vengeance RGB. Like I said, I'll zoom in or do some type of cutaway whenever I mention the name of the part. It's a DDR4 to 8 gig sticks of RAM. I am so horrible at making these types of videos because I'm just one giant. I'm a computer noob. But yeah, this is the RAM that I got. It also is RGB. As you can tell, my room just looks like Rainbow Road when I set everything to be super colorful. And moving on to one of the last bits, I added a water cooler in here. An H100i V2. It's a tiny little water cooling system. You can't see it through, maybe you can if I do some edit. There's some pipe thing right there. Just, you know, it's water cooling. Keeps the processor cool, especially if you want to overclock it or do fancy stuff like that. I don't know. I'm still learning. I research pretty much what I can do with my computer on a daily basis. Like, still trying to figure out how to overclock. How to keep my computer cool and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm figuring everything out. All I know is I'm definitely probably going to get a second monitor for streaming and editing, because I love editing. So having a second monitor there, one for editing and one for playback, would be super cool. And yeah, this is pretty much my computer build. I know this was like a super quick video. I kind of just blew by all the parts super quickly. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We can't forget the keyboard and mouse here. So the mouse I have, I believe it's a Corsair Shimtar. It's the yellow one. They also have a black one. For the keyboard, I have the Corsair Strafe. And for the mouse pad, I believe it's called the Polaris something. I'll put the link to everything I got in the description. The desk I own, I got actually from IKEA. I bought 2 different desks and made like this type of L shape in my room. Because this side is for computer, and then if I move the camera that way, it's my PlayStation, and I have my like PlayStation VR there and my other TV that I play PlayStation with. It's super convenient. If I just don't want to play PlayStation anymore, I just move my chair over here and go on the computer. Sometimes I can do both at the same time. Super convenient. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this quick little video of me showing off my computer. And wait a minute, one more thing. I almost forgot. The monitor. Can't forget the monitor. I believe it's an Asus 248QE. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's the name of it. It's a 144 Hertz, 1 millisecond gaming monitor. I got it for I think about $260 at Best Buy. It's a super awesome monitor. It looks great. And I think that should be the end of everything I own. I have a little headset, but it's nothing too crazy. It's just a little Logitech. Eventually, I want to get a webcam and a mic so I can start streaming, making more videos. And I've been super busy because of work, but I definitely want to start streaming soon. Especially that all these things here are pretty much games. And I also paid $12 for the Humble Bundle, and they'll give me like 6 or 7 games. So maybe they'll be good ones, and maybe I'll just do Let's Plays of them or stream them, or make some funny moments or something. I don't know. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, just subscribe down below. I mean, you don't have to. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. So, I mean, just why not do it? Remember to stay awesome, guys. And this is Ed Taku, and I'll see you guys in the next video.